Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute, super soft, chunky hand knit slippers. They work up pretty fast and I made them in several different colors. You should be able to make one pair with one skein of the hand knit chunky yarn, but depending on the size, you may actually be able to make more than one pair. Jumping straight into the tutorial, the only thing you'll need is a skein of hand knit chunky yarn, and we are going to start with a slip knot. So when I do my slip knots, I have the long side on the left, the short side on the right. You do want to leave a good amount out so you can like close up the top of your shoe. So just keep that in mind. You don't want like a super short tail, but it doesn't have to be extremely long. So I probably am going to do about this much. And then I'm going to take my short piece and twist it over, and then I'm going to pull that long piece through, and that's my slip knot. Again, long side on the left, short side on the right. You are going to take that short piece and just twist it and then pull the long piece through. Now you have a knot, and that's kind of too long, but it'll be all right. I do like tighten up my loop because I do very small loops. I feel like if you do super big loops, the shoes will be loose, and I don't like that. So I normally try to just be able to fit my thumb. You can kind of fit too, but not all the way through. But as long as my thumb can go through, I'm cool with that. So we are going to do a chain. Now, if you have small feet, you will chain up a total of 7. And if you have bigger feet like me, you will chain up a total of 9. So that's 1, this is 2, this is 3. This doesn't count yet until you pull something through it. And now that's 4. I have 5, 6, 7, and here's 8, and then 9. Okay, so you want to make sure this can wrap around the top of your foot, and I will insert a clip showing y'all how it fits on my foot, but you want it to be able to wrap around the top of your foot. And you will end up eventually, you won't use the 9th loop, we'll count that as 8 and we'll just pull it up. That's why you want to make sure you do an extra loop. So 8 will fit around your foot, 9 is just so we don't have to like double back when we're pulling up loops for our next round. And if you have a smaller foot, you'll do 6, and for a kid you'll do 7, and then you'll work with 6 loops. And then for kids you'll probably do like 5 and work with 4 loops. Now that we have our chain, we know it fits around our foot. Again, this is going to count as our first loop, so you're going to just pull up a loop through all of these. And so again, we're not going to go into this loop because that's our first one, which is basically the 9th loop. We just lifted it up. So I'm going to have a total of 8. And so you're just pulling in like the top part. Like you'll have like basically 2 sides that you'll have like 2. Here's 1 string, 2 string, and you're pulling in through the 3rd. Well, in between the 2nd and 3rd. I like small loops. You're welcome to do bigger loops, but I like very small loops. I keep them small, not to where they will like come undone, but I like small loops. I'm sorry. That's just my personal preference. And you're gonna work all the way down. And once we finish, we should have a total of however many you did in your first row minus 1. So I'll end with 8, and just make sure you end with the correct amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Now that we have our first row done, we are then going to use the well, not the chain, what is this, the like leftover length from our slip stitch, and we're going to connect them so that we have like a circle, because we're going to work in a circle. So what you're going to do, I'm just going to turn my work, and you're not going to like, you're going to go through this loop right here from where we started the round. Like this is the 9th loop that we had lifted up. Really it's the 8th loop, this, but you're going to go through it, the side right here, and you're going to make sure you're I'm going to push it through. I believe that's how I did it, yeah. Push it through, and it's going to be like, this is going to become your stitch marker now. And you can let it hang because we're going to use it to close up the work. If you want to go ahead and close up your work, you can. But I normally close up my work right before I finish with the like mid part of the slipper. But now we're going to start working in loops all the way around. So you're just going to start pulling up loops. You know, this was the last loop we did before we like connected it. So we're just going to work around. You can count based off of the amount of loops you started with, but like I said, we can always use that leftover piece from our slip knot as a stitch marker. So you'll know you're back at 8 because the stitch marker is in between those stitches, if that makes sense. So for me, I think I do a total of 5 rounds to cover my foot, but I'm going to come back and I'll show y'all a photo of what I mean, of where you kind of want to stop if you don't want like super big or super loose slippers. But I believe I do a total of 5 or maybe 6 rounds before I start working on like the back side of the slipper. Okay, so I did a total of 7 rounds, not including that like the first round of loops when we pull them up. So I'm about to go ahead and close up the top of my slipper. So you're just going to be pulling the tail through the remainder side, like that top loop of each stitch, and tighten it up a little bit as you go so you don't accidentally rip the yarn. I've done that before, trying to tighten everything at the end. So yeah, every time you pull it through, tighten it up a little bit just to close out that hole that you'll like have if you like, because you know it was a hole before we started closing it off, like but yeah, keep pulling it through, and then you will, when you can definitely burn this and like clip it, but because these are for me, I don't actually like burning it. I'm kind of scared of that, but I'm just going to pull it through the back and we can cut that and do whatever later on. But truth be told, I'm not cutting that and doing anything because I don't care enough. But yes, now the top is closed. Okay, so now that I have done, going back to where my last loop is, now that I have done enough to where I feel like I could start working around so that this part can be open for me to put my foot through, now we're about to start working in circles. Well, we've been working in circles, so we're going to stop like closing off our circle. So we're going to be leaving a space for it to open. So we already went through, this is my last loop. So instead of pulling through, I'm just going to go to the very next loop and we're going to work counterclockwise. And we're going to pull loops all the way through until we get to the other side. And when we get to the other side, we're going to repeat the process. So instead of ending and connecting everything like we used to do, we are going to do what we did in other rounds. Skip that first loop, jump back into the second one, and you're going to keep working rounds until you have a slipper that can like fit around the heel of your foot. And I'll come back to let you guys know how many rounds I did before I stopped working the counterclockwise then the clockwise loops. Okay, so I went around a total of 7 times, and this is what we're working with. My yarn is on the side farthest from me, but when I finished, right? So what we're going to do is, because we ended, that's why I said you always want to make sure you have an even number. So you'll have the odd number in your first chain row and an even number, so when you close out, it's even. So because I had 8, I'll be closing out with the 4 tails. So what you're going to do is take your yarn, take your 2 loops, and you are going to pull your yarn through both loops to make a new loop, right? Okay, so the loop I just did was just too loose at the end. So I'm gonna tighten that up just a little bit. So yeah, pull your yarn through both loops. It doesn't matter what side you're on. It's on this side. So if my yarn was on this side, if it was on this left side, I would pull through these 2. Right, but it's on the right side, so I am going to take my yarn and pull through these 2 loops, right? Want to make sure this loop is a little bit bigger than the loops you've been doing, because you are then going to take the yarn, pull through the next loop, okay? We are then going to pull through this loop, and if your loop was too small, you would not be able to do that, so keep in mind, all right? Now we have 2 more loops. Take my yarn, go through the 2 loops, right? Now we're going to go through that loop. Now you see how it's closed. And then your last loop, do the same thing. Now this one I'm not gonna make super duper big. And now you're pretty much done. I'm just going to break this off, okay? And you can pull this last loop all the way through. Now your work should not come undone, but I am then going to go, since it's through that loop, I'm going to go back through, but I'm going to go through a loop on the bottom to secure it. So, and then pull it back through all 3 loops again, just to make sure everything is tight and right. And again, you're welcome to burn this loop, but I'm just gonna stuff it into the inside because I don't care to hide on my tails. These slippers are for me. And this is how much yarn I have left over. I could probably make another slipper, but I already have another one, and this is what you end up with. These super cute chunky knit slippers. I love them so much. I can't wait to get off my 10-hour shifts at work to put these on. But yeah, comment below any questions you have. Again, I made these to size for me, and I gave suggestions for other sizes, but excuse me, I'm not sure if my suggestions really work because I've only made them for my feet. But any questions you have, comment them below and I will get back to y'all as soon as possible. And comment what other tutorials y'all would like to see, whether it's with normal yarn or if it's a chunky hand knit yarn tutorial. Thanks, toodles.